What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Love After Lockup. This is season 3, episode 42, Walk of Shame. Bitch, let's just get up into it, okay? Stan and Lisa, I'm over them. I'm really over them. At this point, Lisa is playing a game and Stan is just, you met this girl on Seeking Arrangements, okay? She basically an escort. She basically a sugar baby. If you don't really understand that that's what you are, that's what you doing, okay? And you messed around and fall in love with her, and basically all you want is sex, okay? That's basically all it is. Lisa staying at the house, not at the house, but at a hotel, okay? She and her feelings a little bit, she was like, listen, I'm using up all the money that I saved up in jail, you know what I'm saying? I had over $3,000, then used up all my stimulus check. I said, wait a minute. Prisoners got stimulus checks too? Or did she get one afterwards? Girl, I don't know. She only been out for a week, okay? And this has been, her and Stan have not been on the same page since they got out. But she was like, let me call my boyfriend. I said, wait a minute, what? Because the little subtitles came up underneath it and was like, Stan, Lisa's boyfriend. I said, wait a minute, what? Her what? Her man. I said, oh, so that's what we doing. Lisa got on that phone and Lisa said, might as well since listen, Stan, we didn't put 8 months into this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want it to end like this. I want it to end the way that I wanted to end, but this ain't the way that I wanted to end. And I was like, all right, Stan came over there with his Freddy Krueger showdown and everything, and oh my god, like Stan just looks like a creep to me, okay? He really just looks so like he has something devilish or something going on behind his eyes. I don't know. I don't trust him. And they so beady or whatever. And then that hair that I can't tell whether it's a toupee or his. I really cannot tell. Somebody tell me, because sometimes the thing be all out of place, but it be out of place in a way that it looks like it's his real hair. And then sometimes when it's in place, it looks like it's his fake hair that he probably died, okay? And I'm like, if you're gonna dye the top, why not dye the sideburns? What are you trying to give? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. So he come over there and he basically like, I apologize. I shouldn't have said what I said or whatever. I get a little aggressive and stuff like that. And they just make up. That's basically all that happened with Stan and Lisa. Girl, he went to the house, brought her there. They done had dinner. Okay, he got that little ass grill out. I said, now Stan. Now Stan. You could have got a big boy grill. And then I look at Stan and I said, maybe you, truth be told, Stan look like he get them disposable ones, okay? Them one-time use ones that you sit up on a goddamn, you prop it up on a table or something and you use it and then you throw it away. I said, Stan, first of all, when he got down on his knees, I said, let me ask you a question. Now, how old is Karen's husband? Okay? Because Stan got down on his knees a little bit good and he was balanced and everything. I wasn't really concerned about him getting back up. Now, when I go look at the Real Housewives of Potomac and I look at goddamn Ray, I be so concerned, okay? When he was trying to pick up that vase last week, I was like, Karen, please help him because he is buckling at the seams, okay? Stan, on the other hand, he said, listen, bitch, I work out. I said, oh, okay, that's probably why Lisa is into you or whatever. Ate that dry ass looking steak, okay, and basically they just wanted to have sex. She was like, he said, we can go and go walk around the pond or whatever. She was like, I need some stress reliever and all this stuff. He was like, oh, what you talking about? What is that? We can go walk around the pond. No, I don't want that. We can go down to the dungeon, okay? Put you in that straight jacket and tie you up. I said, oh, some part of me really want to see this, but then another part of me is like disgusted at the same time because I really want to know what Lisa is about to do to this man. Like, are you gonna peg him or you do like paddle him? Whips and chains. You know what I'm saying? I have some questions. Okay, and basically they ended their night together. That was Stan and Lisa. Nothing much, nothing more, nothing to it. Baby, Britney and Ray. Britney and Ray. Now, a lot of us was in them comments. Y'all, let me tell you something. This why we here. This why y'all watch me. This why we family, because we here, okay? Baby, when Ray said that comment about everybody picked up on that. Now, see, I didn't want to say it because I knew y'all was going to say it. And y'all did not disappoint me. Because when Ray said that comment, but you saw my face when I finished saying it last week. He said, I haven't had sex with another woman. I haven't had sex with a woman in 3 years. And it was the pause and the look. And I'm sitting here like, And y'all in the comments was like, so what you trying to say? I said, bitch, no, y'all not. Y'all is something else, all right? But at the same time, we all agreed that the chemistry, we just didn't really feel it. I mean, to be quite honest, on this episode, I still didn't necessarily feel the chemistry, but it did seem like just a little bit. Not enough for me to convince that Ray truly loves her, okay? But at this point in time, they waking up post-coital, okay? And Britney is she all up in the bed just like, how you doing? Let me just tell you something, like, me and Ray, we did it last night, and let me tell you something. Like, he is a love machine. I mean, it was just everything. It was like the best that I ever had. And I'm sitting here like this. I mean, maybe it was. Maybe it was. Who am I to judge? I don't know what Ray working with, okay? He probably working with a thunder down there. A darn hammer, okay? But anyway, so that wound up happening, right? In the midst of her being googie eyes and all that stuff with him or whatever, he gets a text message from his grandma. I said, grandma gonna come in and just block. She just cock blocking all over the place, okay? Grandma said she coming over, she bringing some food, and that's it. She didn't give no time, okay? Let me tell you something. Grandmas would do that shit. My grandma popped up this past weekend, okay? We had no idea. I had no idea that she was even in Chicago, okay? And just popped the fuck up. I'm just sitting here like, all right, grandma is keeping tabs on Britney, and Britney caught on to it. Britney caught on to the fact that grandma is not here for her, okay? She was like, did you see when grandma brought the food up? And she was like, oh my God, so now she gonna be like, and she brought clothes or whatever. Oh my God, she's gonna be like, what? This girl ain't feeding you, this girl ain't dressing you, she got my baby up in here looking all naked and stuff. Granted, that's probably what Britney want in the first place, to have him walking around naked and no clothes, but hey, it is what it is. But other than that, she go out there trying to walk the dog, and they get into this conversation about him meeting her family, and basically, she was like, it ain't gonna happen, okay? It ain't gonna happen, Captain, okay? Because my peoples don't know about you like that. I mean, they know about you, but they not really feeling you. They don't know that you out yet, and they don't know that you here, okay? Ray feels some type of way, and if I was Ray, I would have felt some type of way too. What you trying to do? Keep me your secret? This ain't escape up in here. I don't want to be a little secret. Truth be told, I was talking on the phone with a friend the other day. It was my homegirl birthday, but no, we was talking about some stuff, like we really was talking, we was catching up and everything. And I literally said, like, I want to, tell me if this trifling, okay? Because I'm not one of those ones that want to turn somebody out, because I don't believe in turning people out. But I want to do something with a straight girl, okay? And I say quote unquote straight girl because you're back curious if you do it with a girl and it with somebody of the same sex, and then you go back to the same. That's what I feel, okay? It was in you, so I put the quotations. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people experiment. I really want to do something with a straight girl. I just have that, and some of y'all gonna be a little disappointed in me. But I'm going to preface this by telling y'all, I already told y'all I'm flawed, okay? And I already told y'all that I'm toxic. All right, I can be a little toxic. And here's goes one of my toxicness, and that is the fact that I want to do it with a married woman. Now, what are yours? Okay, no, let me stop. I'm dead ass. Okay, I don't even know why we got on this subject, but we on that subject, baby. A little secret, be a little secret out here. That's how we got on the subject. Ray was looking like, girl, okay, like I'm not really feeling this. So when grandma popped up Grandma popped up and grandma was asking all the questions, okay? She basically said, my foot, your neck, Brittany. That's what it is. My foot gonna be on your neck. I'm gonna be tracking. I said, grandma might as well put ankle monitor on Ray herself for her own tracking purposes, because she just don't trust Brittany, you know. And especially when it came down to the fact that she found out that Ray's don't her parents don't know about Ray like that, or don't really, you know, want to get to know her. Well, not to know her, but know him, Ray. Okay, and she felt the eye. She felt the eye, and she did what a grandmother would do. She did what a grandmother would do. She did what a mother would do, and that was she went into protective mama, big mama, mama bear mode. Okay, why? Why? Okay, so what? They probably got some messed up ideology of him or whatever, ideas of him, thinking that, you know, he girl, Brittany said it's probably because, you know, they feel like, you know, he don't bring nothing to the table. I said, oh, and Ray sat there and just took that. Because, bitch, I would have sat there and I would have been like, what? But at the moment, he can't bring nothing to the table. He just literally got out, okay? He only been out of the halfway house probably for a day or so, you know? And at this point, grandma just really wasn't feeling it. Okay, grandma just really wasn't feeling it. She wasn't feeling Brittany. She feeling it once she found out that her parents, her people don't know about Ray, and it seems like, you know, she keeping him a secret. Grandma just really wasn't feeling it. Okay, and that's understandable. It's really much understandable at that point. And so, you know, grandma literally sat there in front of Brittany. Okay, they was literally sitting in front of each other, and told Ray, if you feel uncomfortable here, if you feel disrespected in any type of way, and you feel like you need to go somewhere, you can come home to me, baby. Because at the end of the day, he's a grown man, but he will forever be my baby. Because Ray said he the first grandchild. And I said, oh, he the first grandchild and he the boy. I said, she ain't never letting that go. She ain't never letting that go. I said, I bet you the rest of them spoiled the shit too. Okay? But he probably spoiled a little bit more. And don't let the last one be, oh no, don't let her have a younger grandson too. Oh no, spoil the shit. Spoil the shit. I was just sitting here like, damn, Brittany. Did you see the way Brittany's face changed, okay, throughout the whole thing? Brittany was going through so many emotions trying to keep it in, but it just really wasn't helping, okay? I said, Brittany, you're not gonna win this, okay? You're not gonna win this. At this point in time, I don't even know if grandma think that Brittany is in it for the right reason. And just like Brittany's people don't think that Ray is in it for the right reasons, okay? Because they want her with a clean cut dude. And it's like, why are you with somebody that's in prison? So, hey, it is what it is with that. Meanwhile, we get to Jeff and Anissa, okay? Jeff and Anissa. The way that Jeff was saying it, it was Anissa, okay? I was like, you know, when I say Anissa, I think of Anissa from the real world, okay? And the challenge and stuff like that. OG vet, you know? But is she gonna be on the challenge? That come on next week. Yes, and I'm gonna be watching it, okay? But anyway, Jeff out there talking to Cal. Now, see, when we last left them, Jeff was like, I got something that I need to tell you, but I don't want you to tell Anissa, okay? Please don't tell her. And basically, this is his way of testing his loyalty to see if, and I said, testing his what? He testing what? He don't owe you nothing. Girl, that man said, it's my way of testing and see if he gonna snitch on me to Anissa, and see if he gonna stay, or if he gonna have to, he gonna have to get out. I said, sir, he been here longer than you have. But then again, Anissa looked like the type that'll put a man over all her people anyway. Okay, that's exactly what he looked like. She looked like. So at this point, what the secret is, he said when he got out of jail, or when he went into jail, was it when he got out of jail, he got contacted by his ex, Christina, that he was talking to and texting earlier, you know? And he said, you know, that was the first girl he went with. That was his first love and all that stuff. They was real young. And, you know, she said that, you know, your baby, the baby that I got that's 18 years old, he a son. That's your son. That's your baby. Okay? Maury said, the DNA said, you are the father. And I was like, did we really take a DNA test? How you know that? Because then Jeff started telling us, like, he went to jail when the baby was born, okay? And then the girl's mama called him and said, well, he had called her, and the girl mama answered and was like, the baby ain't yours, and you don't ever call Christine again. I want you talking to her no more. Click, okay? And then come to find out, she said that the baby is his, and when he was in the halfway house, he took a little DNA test, and Dana came back 100% positive. Probably 100%, but it was probably, they always do 99.999. You round that up, and it's 100. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oops, what you gonna do? Okay? Cal was like, you gonna have to tell him. Jeff was like, I know. I want to tell her before you do, okay? Just give me that opportunity. And he was like, all right. And at this point, Anissa come down there. I ain't gonna lie. Anissa, I don't know what's going on with you, but baby girl, it looked like you got them eggs right. Them eggs look fluffy. Them eggs was yellow. Them eggs was just right. Probably need to put a little pepper on there and get a little hot sauce. Girl, you did that with them eggs. I was like, all right, and it was just enough. I said, Cal was sitting there so uncomfortable because she was like, what you guys over here talking about? And then Jeff was like, I'm just talking about y'all, talking about you and, what we gonna do and all this stuff. And I was just like, yuck mouth ass. But then, they let that go. Next thing you know, we get Cal. He talking to, not Cal, but Jeff telling us in a later scene about what he do ever since he's been out on parole or whatever, on probation. So he gets up. He wash his ass. He come outside. He do a little. I hope he wash his ass because it's been a whole slew. Jake Gyllenhaal then came out and said he don't see the point. And I like it's the people that I like. It's the white people that I like. I like Ashton Kutcher and his wife. I like Dex Shepard and his wife Kristen Bell. I like Jake Gyllenhaal. And now y'all don't wash y'all ass. It's upsetting me and my homegirl. It's upsetting me and my ancestors. I'm sorry. Girl, anyway, moving on from that, Jeff said I come outside, I do my little weights, I work out or whatever, I charge my stuff up. He do his little stuff so that he won't be bored throughout the day. And at this point, Anissa, she comes up there with her cousin Penny, okay? And it was like, asking him all these questions, have you ever had a job and what you do for money and all this stuff. And he was like, nah. And he was like, you want to go shopping? What you do if you go shopping? He was like, listen, what I want to do, I want to go get a job, okay? I want to save up all my money, and what I want is I want to get my teeth fixed, and then I want a motorcycle. I said a motorcycle. Mind you, my subtitles was on, and my subtitles said motorcycle. This man literally said motorcycle. I said a sickle. Huh. Okay, that's a new one for me. And then he said he want him a pair of Gucci pants. I said, you know what? That's fine. We want that one materialistic ass thing that we can't really afford, that we really don't need. I want a pair of Givenchy shoes, okay? And maybe a pair of Louis Vuitton, okay? But other than that, when I get up there to splurge, I'm gonna do that, okay? I'm just gonna get one. I just need to have one just to say I have it, But anyway, moving on from that, that's what was going on with them. Okay, we get to Courtney and Josh. Get him off the show, okay? Because Josh, at this point, if he has to go stay at his cousin's house or whatever to be parole, so y'all gonna be, it's called Love After Lockup. Are we gonna see them for the next 2 years pen paling each other and FaceTiming each other? I don't want to see that. We've been on Zoom enough this past year or so, okay? I don't need to see none of that virtual shit, okay? We don't need all of that. What I need is them to get off the show. It's feeling just like, what was the black girl and the dude Lamondre? Remember when they thought he was getting out of jail and he wasn't, and they just cut him out. They cut their whole scene out, okay? They didn't even finish their storyline because their storyline was complete because he stayed up in prison, okay? That's what I feel like is going to happen with Josh and Courtney, because at this point, I don't know what's going on with Josh's head, but Josh is not here for Courtney. I don't know if that's really what it is, but that is the feeling that he is giving, okay? She laying in the bed, he up in there fixing some oodle noodles, okay? Or oodles and noodles. Some of y'all say oodles and noodles, some ramen noodles, okay? He said, I'm finna fry me some noodles. I said, fry you some noodles? still fine, okay? But anyway, Courtney was like, "You want to fuck?" And he was like, "No, maybe we'll do it later." She was like, "You always say that we do it later." He was like, "I'm tired, we'll do it later." And she is on this kick like he's been out of jail for 11 days. Mind you, he's quarantined there for 14, okay, before he has to report to where he's supposed to be paroling at. They can't be together because they're both felons at this point, all right? And they're both on parole, I guess, and she basically like, "You been out for 11 days and we only had sex 3 times, okay?" And now he does the typical thing. "Well, when you do stuff that pisses me off and irks me, because I've been up in jail all this time or whatever, and I was in maximum security, so I ain't had no roommate, so I'm used to just, doing stuff about my own. I ain't used to just worrying about other people, whatever." That's fine, but it's called communication. Tell her that you're irking me, okay? Tell her what's going on. But at the same time, you don't find her sexually attractive. Baby, he had to use that excuse talking about something. It don't work like it used to do, okay? It take a minute to get it up. I'm turning 30. I'm getting old. I said, "No, sir. Don't do that." I mean, women, we get in our sexual primes when we like in our mid-30s, 40s, and shit like that. Like, we just be ready to fucking go, okay? I don't know what it is about men. Is that the same with the men's? Somebody put it down in the comments. Y'all know y'all like to Google stuff and put stuff in the comments and correct me, okay? I'm gonna allow y'all to do that today, So at this point in time, I'm just sitting here like, uh-oh, Courtney, trouble in paradise, red flags, flag on the plate, okay? To me, Josh looked like he just zoned out. He literally looked so zoned out. I don't know what it is. She was like, "All you do is be on your phone texting and kikiing up with your friends or whatever, but you don't be doing nothing with me." And then her whole thing is, she said, "Bitch, I look good." I said, you gotta have confidence in yourself, okay? You gotta have confidence in yourself. I think I look good sometimes, and maybe not to another person, but she said that with all the confidence in the world, and I said, "That's right, that's right. You gotta believe it, because if you don't believe it, ain't nobody else going to, okay?" And she said, "But at the end of the day, even though I feel and I know that I look good, he been in jail for years, okay?" And so I just think like, man, what if he go out and want to get some more puss, okay? I said, "Oh, you worried about that? You worried about that?" I be worried about that too, especially since he's not doing you at this moment. Listen, he been out all this time and he ain't trying to tear you up, girl. You should be walking bow-legged. I'm just saying. You should be walking like you trying to get your stuff out your drawers out your ass all the time. Okay, that's what you should be walking like. But it's just not happening. So I don't see it for Courtney and Josh, or maybe they just going through a phase right now. How y'all feel about them? We still on them, or we still feel funny a little bit? Moving on from that, Douglas, and Rachel. Douglas and Rachel. Listen, at this point, I want Rachel to get out this relationship, because I don't have time to teach a man or teach somebody how they're supposed to act, okay, as a civilized human being. You know what I'm saying? You're not in jail anymore, and I understand like he's been institutionalized, okay? Now, people was getting upset at the fact that I said that, I didn't like the way that little Dougie was just coming all out his mouth at his daddy or whatever when elected. Okay, Ashley said, he got some letters up there and all this stuff, and people was like, "Yeah, I'd be upset too if, you trying to get my personal stuff." They was never gonna go do that, okay? Even though they look like the type that'll do some shit after that, after the way they went off on each other, they weren't gonna get that boy stuff. But at the end of the day, he still needs some type of discipline, and he still needs to be in therapy. That boy should have been in some therapy, okay? Because you can tell after this scene, my heart broke. My heart broke for him, okay? I will say that. He need a little bit of discipline, but he not the discipline that Douglas is giving him, okay? Douglas, he's okay with the older sister Ashley being so hard on him and whatever, in the way that she was parenting him or whatever. Crystal, she coming at him like, that's not right, okay? You can't do that. And he don't want to hear that, so he try to attack Crystal's character and say, sometimes she's up, sometimes she's down, she's a little this and she's a little that, because you don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear the truth? You don't have to be so hard on your child for them to respect you. Okay? You have been gone so long. You have been in and out of this child's life. He barely knows you in person. And you cannot come home thinking that you're going to put your foot down and he's going to automatically respect you like that. It don't work that way. Just because you said that that's how your father did it or whatever, your father was in your life. He wasn't in and out of jail from what you didn't tell us, okay? But you were, okay? And then you coming at your sister the way that you was coming at her, bitch, when he said, pass a drug test, bitch. I said, oh, wow. Like, right in front of the family and everything. Rachel sitting there, Dougie is crying. Dougie is, like, lashing out because not because of what they said about the letters. He's lashing out at his father because of the way that he's acting toward the other family. Meaning getting into fights and stuff and arguing and things that he's saying is scaring him. Okay, so he go get in the car and he said, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to Rachel. Because Rachel ain't going to give him all of that. Rachel is actually going to sit there and listen to him. Okay, he's not going to get that scared feeling from Rachel. Okay, it's a comfort, and you can't come in and try to break that up. That's what he's trying to do. It's that whole toxic and oh my God, that he can't be so sensitive. And I hated the way when they was in the car and he said, he back there acting like a sensitive little this or whatever. And I blurted it out and I said, what did he say about his son? It must have been something bad. I feel like it was the C word, but I didn't like it because then Rachel said, okay, well, he's a little sensitive. That's fine. And I'm just like, what did he say about the son? That's messed up, whatever he said, and the way that he was going at his sister. But when the sister told Rachel, listen, girl, I give that bitch 2 months. He gonna be back in jail. He's a user, and that's what he do. That's what he do. He's a freaking user, okay? And he just don't understand. Rachel sitting down there trying to talk to him. At one point the power had went out, so he had to charge up in the car and let them know. And then they had to have to sit down and, she even suggested therapy. And he don't want to do therapy because when he was in 3rd grade, he went to a psych and he psyched them out and then went to another one and psyched them out and got discharged and got put on Ritalin and never did. What I needed was time. I needed my parents. I needed them to be there. I needed to be watched. They loved me, but they didn't watch me. I get that, but you still need therapy though. You're dealing with a whole bunch of emotions that you can't place, and then you taking it out in anger on other people, and then your kid is picking up on this, and you want him to respect you. He's out here fearing you and not in the best. No, you're not supposed to fear your parent. Okay, I don't feel that way. You're supposed to have all the respect in the world for them, but you are not supposed to be fear them, okay? Scared to come and talk to them because they're gonna snap off on you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Douglas, he needs help, and Rachel, I think you need to get out this situation before it get burst, okay? Because ma'am, I'm concerned. I'm concerned. Now, I like a little stuff, but, that's just a lot. Talk about a little stuff. Let's get to our homeboy. Let's get to our homeboy, Dante. Hold on. Let me see that I do everybody. I did Josh, Ray. Okay, yes, I did everybody. Dante and god darn Nicole. Girl. When Dante pulled out to that car, now last week I said, look at Nicole, she getting in the back. Dante finna act the fool. And and that's the Uber driver, because I thought she was getting in the back seat, bitch. Okay, girl, Dante pulled up and said, see, this what you do? This what you do? You couldn't even fucking wait. You got some other nigga up here. Well, he ain't say nigga. You got somebody else up in here. You finna get up in her car. Is this the reason why you ain't giving me no puss? I said, oh no. Mind you, Zach, it was Zach, okay? I said, oh, so that is the ex-boyfriend. He's sitting in the car like this. What the hell is going on right here? I said, boy, don't even say nothing. I said, you did the right thing. Zach did the right thing by just sitting there and not saying anything, okay? Dante went clear the smooth all. He said, that's the reason why you not giving me no puss, okay? You ain't giving me no ass because you up here with this nigga, you up here with him, you up here with him, you couldn't even wait. You just met my mom, you gonna do some stuff like this. I'm sitting there like this. Dante, breathe. I said, don't do this out here. Don't do this out here. This ain't your environment. Please leave, okay? Before them people call the cops. And I ain't, listen, if I would have heard some shit like that, I probably would have called the cops too, okay? Because what you not gonna do, it looks like a domestic situation that's about to happen. And not on my street. Get that away, please. All right, girl. At this point, Nicole is like, "What are you doing? And he was like, "Oh, this is what you gonna do. This is what you gonna do. I fucking love you and all this stuff. I fucking love you." He went into the back of the trunk. And he took all that stuff out. He was like, give me the phone back. Oh, you ain't even got to give me the phone back, okay? I just deactivated. I said, ooh. When he said that part, I was like, ooh, bitch. I said, Deontay, calm down. Keep going, but calm down, okay? Get about that neighborhood before you wake them people up and they call the cops on your ass. Girl, I'm sitting here like, Deontay, we are not about to act the fool, okay? We do not do this in public, okay? Stop this stuff. Stop it. Your mama did not raise you to do this stuff, okay? Girl, Dante, whatever the fuck his name is, somebody gonna put the pronunciation in. I call him what I want to call him, okay? Anyway, he went in the back and threw all that, the teddy bear and all this other stuff that he brought her, threw it on the ground and got in the car and sped off. Baby, Dante was up in that car. I said, don't beat the steering wheel. Oh my God, he is mad. Zach is looking like, what the hell is going on? Zach said, now see, I knew some of the stuff that she was doing or whatever, but I didn't know that she was really playing with people's emotions, like they was really getting this deep into it. I said, but you knew, so you not really exempt from this, okay? Bitch, Nicole went and picked up that stuff and said, you know what? I'm kind of turned on. Now, see, this is what I was looking for. Like, he finally just stepped up instead of just letting me walk all over his ass or whatever. But, that kind of really turned me on and threw the shit in the garbage can. I said, girl, she ain't even want it. I said, oh my God, this is crazy. And then she said, Zach, come on, just take me out, okay? Like, just take me away from here. Like, she said, listen, the stuff with Dante, like, at the end of the day, like, I did like him or whatever, but he was making me uncomfortable, trying to rush me and pressure me for sex. On the one hand, I understand that, but you was still playing him. I still like Nicole, okay? I don't know what it is, but I still like Nicole. And part of the reason is because Dante, once again, you've been down this road before. You should have saw the sign. Your mama was telling you, your brother was telling you, everybody was telling you, your friend was telling you, and you still decided to play around with this, okay? So you have nobody to blame but yourself, all right? And so at this point, he probably went home and he cried. You know what I'm saying? He probably cried himself to sleep. He was like, I love that girl, okay? And so Nicole came home the next morning. Her mama was sitting outside and she was like, oh shit. She was like, so basically, Dante came over here and he did all what he did. So I was like, I might as well sleep with Zach. He was the last person I slept with and he was the first person I slept with. I was like, when Dante said, so you ain't giving me no ass for this? That's why you ain't giving me no ass? I said, oh my God, Dante. He turned into a nigga. I was like, oh wow. I have to reevaluate you. Them little calm, crazy ones, okay? Bitch, somebody said he looked like the ventriloquist doll off of that movie Dead Silence. If you ever seen that movie, go look it up. Mary Shaw in the ass. Okay, Mary Shaw is the equivalent in that movie to what Candyman is. Okay, that's what it was. You can't speak her name. She gonna cut your tongue out and all that stuff. It was crazy. But anyway, so Nicole mama was basically like, funny that you come home And the reason why I knew something was going on is because the dogs woke up. Remember, that's the reason why she didn't want Dante to come in, because she didn't want to wake up the mama. She didn't want the dogs to wake up or whatever and start barking. But that still happened anyway because the scene happened outside. Nicole mama basically got on her ass. Why you out here playing that girl, that boy? You know that he got feelings for you. Yeah, he may be a little weird, may be a little strange, but you know he got feelings for you, and you out here playing him like that. You know that ain't right. And then you up here talking to them girl named Tia. That's what you is. She was like, I mean, I love Zach. I still love Zach, but I still like Tia too. I love Tia too. I don't even know what I'm gonna do, okay? And you know, the mama girlfriend came out there, was trying to talk her ass down too, and was like, you messed up, okay? You need to, you can't be playing with people's feelings like this, because that could have went a whole different other way. All right. Dante could have did some shit that would have got him locked up. And I would have been pissed off at both of them for that. Okay. Dante for putting yourself in this situation, and Nicole for doing this shit. You know. But at the same time, after the mamas was telling her what she needs to be doing, and that she needs to say sorry, she needs to stop, she needs to, you know, make this stuff right or whatever. This girl go into her room, and what do you know what she do? She just got through fucking Zach. She went to dinner with Dante at his house, met his mom, then later had sex with Zach that night, and then that morning texted Tia, talking about, I want to meet you and I want to see you tonight. Heart blow kissy emoji. I said some people just don't learn that fat meat is greasy. She gonna learn. She gonna learn. But anyway, that was Love After Lockup. Y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.